Episode 2 of Pleb Talk is now live. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the first 2 videos that we put out. And without further ado, welcome back.
Yeah, I really appreciate the returning people and the new people watching and listening across all the platforms. We did just get on Apple or iTunes, Apple Podcasts. So our first episode and the introduction is also going to be on there, as well as this one. So it's always nice to get on more platforms to get out to more people. And so YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and that's it, right?
Google?
Yeah, Google.
You mentioned
Google.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
And Google. Yes, also shout out to the one listener, or maybe could be possible
Could be a few.
several listeners from Italy.
Yeah.
We do have that on one of the websites that we load up or that we upload on.
We got some analytics.
It shows countries. I don't know how specific you can get into like states or regions or whatever.
I thought that was you. I really thought that was you.
Yeah. I don't know.
I thought you were playing some games or something.
Yeah, so ciao.
Yeah.
So for this episode, I am wearing I'm not sure the year actually. It might be like a 2017 or something Cameroon jersey. I really like this one. It has like the lion, right? Or the lion kind of imprinted onto the jersey. So that's what I'm wearing. No name.
It was nice. Yeah, I believe I bought one from you. It could have been fake. I don't know if it was fake. You can tell me it's fine.
I do remember selling it to you. I think it was real. Actually,
it was real.
Bring it back. I'll let you know.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll check it. Maybe I'll wear it in the next episode.
Yeah,
but I'm wearing a Portugal. This was the Euros, and I want to say 2016 Euros. Does that sound right?
Yes. No, that's kind of old.
Oh,
I think it's a little newer than that.
Oh.
Yeah, way newer than that.
Sure, sure?
Or maybe it was. Maybe I have the same one.
Yeah.
I have the
Okay.
same one.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah. I always like this simple, sleek look. So
Yeah.
it's exactly what this one was.
It's clean. It's clean.
Yeah.
Now, you bought this beer, man. So
Yes, I did.
Or I don't know if it's beer. It says
Yes.
bourbon more than it says beer on there.
Right.
But
So this is a bourbon barrel ale from the Kentucky Ale Brewery. I don't even know. Brewed and bottled by Lexington Brewery. There we go. Lexington Brewery, the Kentucky bourbon barreled ale. I want to say they aged it for like 6 weeks in a actual bourbon barrel. That's what it is. Yeah.
Do you like bourbon?
Oh yeah. I like bourbon. I like me some good bourbon. Oh yeah, let's crank these bad boys open.
Okay. I'm a little hesitant because like what I imagine here, I imagine something really, really dark.
Yeah,
Kind of like a
gonna
stout.
be a little dark.
Kind of like a stout type of thing.
I don't think it's very stouty.
Okay.
It's gonna be dark.
Okay. All right. Well, cheers, man.
Cheers.
I hope I enjoy it.
Get a
I hope you
little
enjoy it.
whiff of this first.
It smells good.
That smells good.
It smells good.
That smells almost thirsty goat like.
Yeah. Oh,
That's interesting.
that's very
That's
smooth.
definitely whiskey like.
Yeah, that's very smooth.
It opens up like a whiskey, but it is smooth.
Wow. Let me go for a
Yeah,
second try.
For the people who aren't drinking this, it really does open like a whiskey. It is a beer.
Wow.
It gets whiskey bourbon notes, and it tapers off to the end, so it's very palatable.
Okay, and it's 8.2
8.2% alcohol content. Yeah.
Which I mean, there's not an IPA or anything, right? It's just an ale.
Yeah, it's just bourbon barrel.
That's got to be pretty high. I mean, the ale spectrum at least. I do like it. Okay, right on, man. Good choice. I don't know if you looked into it or not before buying it, but
I looked up reviews.
Okay.
The reviews did not prep me exactly for that flavor, but
okay.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
it got really high reviews. Like I think it was like 30,000 reviews, and it was like 4.2 stars or something.
Right on.
Yeah, beer advocate.
Well, that's what we're drinking this episode. Like I said, if you guys are over 21, please go ahead, go grab your favorite cocktail, drink, soda, water, whatever. And if you're under 21, we'll grab your Capri Sun and your Gatorade because you're in for a show tonight or today, whenever you're watching this. All right, man. Well, I know we really didn't want to put like our personal life out there,
Okay.
but I just have to mention this about you, man.
All right.
And feel free to elaborate and explain yourself.
Yes.
For the longest time, since knowing you, you've always had back problems.
Yeah, that is.
And true. For me, I mean, we're all getting older, and for different reasons, whether it's like genetics or maybe you did some sport when you were in middle school, high school, things happen.
I want to say these back problems started around high school.
Okay, you didn't play any sports.
Not in high school, no.
Okay.
I didn't. In middle school, I played football.
Okay.
And before that, I played baseball.
Okay.
But in high school is when I think it started. I think it's because those chairs. Man, I would crack my back on those chairs every single period, 13 times over, man. I was like...
You do seem like that type of guy that do that. I'd never had that, I guess, flexibility or...
Dude, I was cracking my back so often, I kid you not. It would feel like I was going to pass out. Yeah, I mean, maybe this goes along with the whole plane thing that I mentioned before.
Yeah, we're getting to something.
I would crack my back so much. There were times where I'd crack my back and it felt... I mean, it literally felt like a few seconds of euphoria, blackness with some stars, and all of a sudden I would snap back into it and everything would be all right.
It's got to do something like the spinal cord for sure.
Surely something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a mutant or a freak or something. I don't know.
Now, was this for like your upper back or lower back when you would crack it?
Upper back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, because those are very sturdy desks, if I remember them correctly.
Oh, yeah. That was hard plastic, that's for sure. Ceramic. I want to say ceramic or porcelain, some like toilet stuff. some toilet material.
They were tough, man. They were tough.
Yeah.
What I was trying to lead to is that, I mean, just recently we had this conversation. I don't even know what we were talking about. Oh, that's right. The fact that you don't use pillows.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't use pillows.
So, explain to us where your pillows
me tonight,
are when you're knocked out. Where are they? Are they on the ground? Are they on the couch?
I mean, they're on the bed.
Okay.
They're on my bed. I just don't use them.
You hug them?
I don't hug them now.
So they're just next to you?
They're next to my head, just so there's any noises, like the pillows up against like my ear.
Wow. So right here.
Oh yeah, exactly. Right there, right next to my ears, just so I don't hear any extra like
and your
bangs
hands
or anything. My hands, they're usually either straight down by my side or across my chest.
Oh, that's right. You do some mummy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think that this contributes to your back pain at all?
No.
What? Absolutely, it does.
I don't think so. I feel like that's a neutral position, to where if anything, I feel like that's probably better if I start using a pillow. Because actually, you know what? How do you mention it? Back in middle school, and early high school, I used to sleep with like 4 pillows stacked up behind my neck.
Okay, so you're going to an extreme now, but yes.
Yeah, I'm not even joking too. Like, I mean, I wanted my neck like, crooked like 90 degrees.
90 degrees.
Like, see, I don't know why I thought that was comfortable. I thought that was comfortable back in then. Yeah, that's probably where it started.
Yeah, it sounds like something that would.
Right now, my neck's even hurting. I got this. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, maybe we heard that. I'm not sure. We'll find out later. That's something right there, man. That's something because what you said about maybe it helps your back a little better. I do know that doing it for a short period of times, like if I were to lay down right here for like about 30 minutes a day, I heard that it's good because it does straighten out your spine a little bit.
Well, actually, monkeys actually lay upside down, or they lay from their tail or hang from their tail and lay upside down 30 minutes to like an hour a day because it aligns their spine.
I mean, I don't know about that blood flow though.
Oh yeah, probably give you a headache. But
yeah, I mean they're a lot smaller, so it might be easier for their bodies to distribute blood through the veins. But for us, I just don't know if that's too good. Although laying down and kicking your feet up like 2 or 3 inches is good as well for blood flow going back from your legs to your upper body. I just think that's so funny, man, that you don't use pillows like we do. So how many pillows are on your bed right now? You better not have more than me.
3.
Okay.
3 pillows. 1 for each ear. And then there's one just like next to me, but I'm not hugging it. Like I usually use it sometimes if I do turn on my side, I'll put it like behind me.
Okay.
Just for like some extra like support. Yeah. My back can't support me.
That's strange, man. You're a strange man. You're a strange
I've been
man.
told before.
Yeah. For a second, I thought that you might have put it over your head.
No.
Like you'd be facing up.
Not at all.
Like some sort of suffocation. One false move, you just suffocate yourself there. But apparently not. And yeah, I think that have you tried using a pillow? Like you know what, today?
Every now and then I'll try, and every now and then I'll figure out how to make it work or turn it on.
Okay. Turn on the pillow, right?
Every now and then, yeah.
Okay.
Every now and then.
And it just doesn't stick.
Yes, sometimes it feels good, but some other times I'm just like, man, I can't get comfortable on this thing.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey man, I'm a big fan of pillows. I use maybe 2, so obviously on my head, and I swing my left or right arm under the pillow, and then I'd like to have one either hugging or like close to me or between my legs. As I'm like,
actually, it's pretty normal. That's actually been told like the most healthiest sleeping position is on your like side with the pillow between your legs.
Yeah, something like that, and it works pretty well. Right now I have some stiff pillows, so because it's getting a little colder, so we kind of whip out the stiffer ones. Makes no sense, but
all right, man, let's get to it. I'm pretty sure they want to hear some, some more groundbreaking stuff.
What you got?
So what I got for today is fast food. I want to talk about fast food.
Fast food.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to talk about fast food in the sense of how is it that all these fast food companies, and even restaurants, but mainly fast food, always have food. Always. Everywhere. The entire U.S., every fast food restaurant never runs out of food. How is that possible?
Okay.
It's just insane.
Okay. What scares me is like those like McDonald's in the middle of nowhere type of restaurants. Yeah. And they still have stuff. Like that's kind of like strange.
Some like weird gas station in the middle of nowhere with the McDonald's attached to it, man. Yeah. They got food.
The Subways, Burger Kings, that's just strange. That's a little scary.
Yeah, very.
And it's like, what sucks is that whenever you're traveling through these places, if you're doing cross-country type of road trips type of thing, you might crave something familiar. Like, okay, I'm craving a little Big Mac. I'm craving some chicken nuggets. And that's really all you have. I mean, besides gasoline station food like chips and sodas and candy bars, like, that might be all you have. And that's just kind of scary to eat. That's very scary, especially, like I said, if you're doing a road trip, your stomach may not agree to it.
I just got to know. So, I mean, surely you've been on a road trip, right?
Yes.
What is the nastiest road trip food you've ever ate?
Oh, man.
I mean, surely you've ate something on a road trip and it just did not sit well.
Oh, man, that's a good question. So I've been on road trips, but I don't think I've ever had... Like I said, I stick to familiar foods as far as, like, when I go, like, fast foods. Like, of course, like, you gotta... I don't know. You'd say, like, chicken nuggets are pretty safe, Obviously, you don't want to overstep and eat some, more than you normally would or even as you normally would. Just to stay light and...
So you never just been on a road trip, there was nothing around, there was a gas station, you had some gas station burrito.
No, man, I don't think so. You? It sounds like you got some story.
I had 2 gas station hot dogs once. Did not sit very well. Yeah, 2. I really doubled down.
Okay, where were you heading to? What type of gas station was it?
Colorado.
You were headed to Colorado?
I was on the way back from Colorado.
Oh, wow.
I was on the way back from Colorado. It was actually on my birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I actually... This is going to be we're about to get into some real personal stuff, but yeah, it was on my birthday.
Yeah.
On the way back, had some just who knows from when, but some gas station hot dogs, 2 of them. This gas station hot dog hit so hard. I had to go to the restroom like a few minutes later. I mean, luckily it happened so quick that I was still at the same gas station.
Okay. So, you ate those pretty quick then.
Yeah, and let's just say it happened again a little bit later down the road.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Anyways, so what I really wanted to get to was...
interesting.
About the whole fast food thing is, what kind of sources do all these fast food places have to where they always have food? I mean, because, look, if you, like, drive around the state, you're just never going to find a ton of cows and chickens. You just don't see that.
Yeah.
So where are they?
But then again, where they do have those farms with the cows and chickens, there's like thousands on thousands of those animals there, and it's like big properties of land as well. So I mean, for sure, it's like a hotspot there. But
so you really think, but how populated the U.S. is, and how industrial, and how basically modernized,
commercialized,
basically business stores, retail stores, commercial department stores. You really think that out of all these department stores and everything, whatever small percentage where there's cows and chickens and whatnot, that's actually enough to feed the U.S.?
No.
So where are they?
I mean,
yes
and no, because like with these chicken nuggets, I hate to bring back the McDonald's chicken nuggets. It's a bunch of paste, is what it is. So it's like remains from like chickens.
Yeah.
And I heard that there's like feathers. Sometimes you find some, and maybe some bones in there.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I saw this video years ago. It still haunts me to this day sometimes. Basically, it was like 20 baby chickens. This is going to get real graphic, folks. But it was like 20 baby chickens. And you just see them just like chilling, right?
Yeah.
And like a second later, it's just like you just see just this like gray sludge of stuff. Yeah. You're like, what the? You're like, at first you're just like, I mean, what happened to the chickens? Like, where'd they go? The video plays again, but it slows it down in like a millisecond. They were actually sitting on like a bunch of like razor blades, and the razor blades spin so fast that in a second it minces them up.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, it was.
Oh man, I think you meant like it was like a frame of the chickens, and next frame, like next.
No, not scene. No. Like the video slows down, like it's like something like slow-mo action thing, slows it down, and you just see these chickens just get cut up in a millisecond, literally a millisecond.
Okay, so.
I mean, bones, eyes, feathers, and everything just
feathers
done.
So I mean if I had to explain that, it would be because of that whole like psychological reasoning. Like the less you see, the more easier it will be to eat or to accept or to go to sleep at night. So I'm okay. So I'm not glad that we're killing chickens, but I am glad that they are killed so fast. So there's literally no pain. I mean, if you weren't able to tell like in regular time that they were cut up, then that's pretty fast. And I don't hope to never die, but if I were to die, it had to be something like that. Like I just only want to.
So you're saying it's humane?
Yeah.
Would you would call it humane?
Yeah, that's humane. I think that's humane.
So what do you think about these animals that basically have it's their life, basically to live in a warehouse and basically just sit there and eat, do nothing.
Yeah.
Literally do nothing. Sit there, eat, and one day just get killed.
Okay, but what else do animals do besides sit there and eat?
I mean, we're animals.
Well, we're not animals.
Oh, no, we're animals. We are definitely animals.
We may act like animals, but we're not animals.
Oh, 100% we're animals. What do you define as an animal? I mean, I want to know the actual definition of an animal.
I think consciousness is a big thing.
You think in order to be an animal, or in order to not be an animal, you'd have to be conscious?
To a certain extent, yes. I think our consciousness also allows us to be a little self-aware.
So the Google definition of an animal is a living organism that feeds on organic matter, typically having specialized sense organs and a nervous system, and is able to respond to stimuli.
Okay.
We're animals.
Okay, but then look at the definition of a human, and then you'll see that animals don't also correlate.
A human is relating to or characteristic of people or human beings.
Okay, it's very vague. But,
very vague.
But I'm sure that if you get down to it, it'll say some sort of like consciousness, man.
No way.
So
no way.
Okay, so do humans not exist, or humans are just a species of animals?
So I mean, what else do you think has consciousness? Nothing? You think nothing else has consciousness? I mean, elephants clearly show emotion towards like.
Emotion is not consciousness.
Okay, so what do you think consciousness is?
Consciousness is being able to think about tomorrow.
I think you were completely wrong here. 100% wrong.
Okay, what's the definition of consciousness?
I'll
I mean, it's got to be some sort of like self-awareness. Like, I gotta, I don't know, go buy groceries and do my homework type of thing. Like animals don't really think about how to. Well, I mean, they just think about what to kill, how to kill it, to feed their.
The state of being aware of one's surroundings. Most animals have consciousness.
Okay, that's very vague.
Instinct.
I mean, yes,
that's
of course.
instinct.
Like, yes, okay. In that sense, yeah, I don't know where you're getting these definitions from, but
this is straight from Google.
This is vague. That's very vague. I mean, I don't think there's any other being that has consciousness. Like,
you're wrong.
Consciousness, like, okay, not conscious like of your surroundings. Of course, a lot of animals have that natural instinct to,
I mean,
no
elephants,
predators and stuff like that.
Monkeys, dolphins, orcas, octopus.
They may show like signs of consciousness, like some like emotion is, like I said, it's not really. It's an attribute, but it's not the definition of it. It's not the deciding factor of consciousness. Emotion is, of course, that I've seen monkeys are pretty good at showing like signs of like human-like traits.
Okay.
And I think they are, if evolution is correct, then they're the closest thing to a human. Dolphins are very smart, but I don't think that contributes to consciousness. Smart and consciousness aren't the same thing. This is like a losing battle for you, bro.
This is a losing battle for you. The more that you're talking, the more you're just digging yourself a hole.
How so?
You're just digging
we
yourself
aren't
a hole.
animals. How we're not? Okay, why do you think we're animals?
Well, because we are an animal.
Okay.
I mean, we are animals.
We're not making progress.
It's so obvious. Like, it's just so obvious to me.
Look, we are very.
Look, the most dangerous animal,
Yes.
or the most dangerous being. Would you consider humans a being?
Yes.
Human beings, animals, and everything else?
Wait, what?
And everything else, like a monkey, a raccoon.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
The most dangerous being. The most dangerous being is a being that has its back up against the wall. You put any animal out there, including humans, with its back up against the wall in a threatening situation, they're going to do what it takes to survive.
Yeah.
That's the same instinct that all animals, humans included, because we are animals.
No.
Yes.
No.
That they're going to do what it takes to survive.
I agree with that.
Because we're animals.
No.
So what are we then?
We're
what?
We're beings that want to survive.
We're humans.
Yes.
Which a human is an animal.
No. I'm talking like scientifically. I think you're talking like attributes and characteristics.
We are animals.
No.
Oh my!
Absolutely not.
Okay, so if I type in "is a human an animal" into Google, what is it going to tell me?
I mean, thus far Google has not been giving you good answers. So it might say yes. Why not?
No, I just think you have the definitions skewed in your head.
How so though?
Because you're completely wrong. The more and more you talk, the more you're just digging yourself a deeper hole.
Mammals.
It's either that or
we're mammals. I'll give you that.
It sounds like the education system failed you.
I mean, that's what basically the same schools.
Man, I think you got to do some.
I mean, we're primal in a sense.
It sounds like you should have been held back a grade.
No, I don't think we're animals. I'm just talking like scientifically. I think that we're very, like I said, primal and vulgar in the way that we maneuver through our ecosystem. Yes, but not that we are animals like dogs and elephants and giraffes. No.
Insane.
Consciousness. It's just consciousness. That's what really divides us from being animals. If we didn't have a consciousness, then why not be cavemen again?
How do you think consciousness develops?
Jeez, man, you basically just told me you lost that conversation. Let me give you another hard question.
I won it, but I mean, I feel like that conversation is just so lost that you were stuck in your ways.
Because when I think an animal, I'm thinking zoos. Zoos like a.
I mean, people get caged up. I mean, that's basically a human zoo.
Not for the same reasons.
That's debatable. There's some sick, twisted people out there.
Okay, well that's okay. Yeah, in that sense we can go on and on about different ways humans have been portrayed as animals in the past, and yeah, that could never end. But consciousness is developed by I have no idea. Because assuming that if evolution's true, then we came from monkeys, turned into some sort of cavemen, and some sort of and then now kind of what we are, right?
So what makes you think that an animal isn't conscious? What makes you think that a monkey can't think about tomorrow, or an elephant can't think about tomorrow?
Because they don't have consciousness.
Why do you think that? How do you know that? Tell me, how do you know that?
Because they aren't developed as far as we are, as far as art.
They can't be.
What?
They literally and physically can't be. Their physical characteristics of having 4 legs and no arms inhibits them from that.
From having a consciousness?
No, from having art. How is an elephant going to make an art? Put a dang paintbrush in his trunk?
Okay, there have seen some videos of some animals doing some paint stuff like that.
But I mean,
they can be trained.
All right.
Like one does not just wake up and I want to be an artist as a dog. Like, yes, I've seen some videos of like I think a dog with their paw and they do something. It doesn't look very good, but it's a dog doing it. So what do you expect? Art, being able to create. I think that's what. I think I'm getting something. I saw this. This was a quote I saw before, and I think that the only thing really separating us from animals is being able to create and invent.
We can create. I mean, we have thumbs.
What was that?
We have thumbs.
And we're talking about thousands of animals here. I mean, I'm sure some animals have thumbs, or probably things that we don't have. Look, I mean, there's instincts.
I'm about to look up how many animals have thumbs.
I mean, some animals have tails. They don't need paintbrushes. 10.
And they're damn near all some type of monkey.
Okay, is one of those a human?
Yeah.
There's a 10 human
animals. It says specifically right here. Humans was first on the list. Humans, chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans, baboons.
You put animals that have thumbs.
Yeah, I put animals that have thumbs.
And
humans was the first thing listed. I'm telling you, man, you're wrong. You're wrong. You were just stuck in your ways. You're stuck in your ways with this like weird thought that humans are superior in every which way.
I don't know what you searched up.
Yeah.
But I see gorillas, chimpanzees, orangutans.
I'm looking right here on
frogs, koalas,
wildlifeinformer.com.
Possums.
I feel like you're on the same website I am, and you just skipped over human.
I can read the whole paragraph. It just says other animals with opposable thumbs.
Other animals.
Okay, let me open
excluding humans. Other.
Okay.
Other animals. That means including humans already.
Stereoscopic vision, depth perception, certain
the people
emotions.
on YouTube, look at his face. He's all kinds of twisted right now. He already knows he's wrong.
I don't see humans here.
He's already wrong.
I'll read the paragraph. Stereoscopic vision, depth perception, certain emotions and other perceptions, and the ability to stretch our thumbs farther than most other species.
So the ability to stretch your thumb farther than most of this. So are you trying to argue now that just our thumb alone makes us not animals? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, no. I'm just reading the paragraph.
I don't know, man. Sounds like it's on Fake Science Weekly or something.
Homo sapiens.
Which is a human.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Okay.
No.
I mean, what do you have to say about that?
What, that we're humans? Homo sapiens?
Yeah. So, and we're animals. Because we are classified in the animal kingdom, Homo sapien. Yeah, people on YouTube, you probably see his face right now, and I think he realized that he's all kinds of wrong. Yeah. Oh yeah, his face. Yeah, this is gold. This is all. It's alright. You don't gotta say it. It's alright. We already know.
Okay.
We already know.
I guess I'm wrong. Live.
With your kindergarten brain.
Okay, I guess I think you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
The consciousness is what separates us from everything else. That's it.
I'm so confused why you don't think other things are conscious.
I mean, this hasn't been proven.
It hasn't been proven that it hasn't been proven that you're right either.
Well, there's more evidence saying that they don't have consciousness rather than they do. So, thus far,
your definition of consciousness isn't the definition of consciousness in Google.
Okay, let's
so
not.
you were making your own definition.
So
you were making your own laws, your own theories.
Okay, what is consciousness then?
I just defined it.
No. What do you think it is? Not what Google says. I mean, Google is very vague.
Okay, the Google
being able to know your surroundings,
like having the awareness of your surroundings. I think consciousness is having instinct. It's having the awareness of basically the setting of what happened yesterday, what happened today, and what happens tomorrow. I think that's what consciousness is. And of course, emotion. I think emotion is a part of consciousness. To some degree.
So you think that animals can think about yesterday?
Yes. Because they learn. I think they can learn.
That's kind of like touching a hot stove one day and then the next day not touching it.
But that's learning.
It's learning. But is that thinking about it?
I think I was thinking about it.
I think we're able to ponder about concepts far beyond yesterday and tomorrow, whereas animals cannot.
Well, that's just a degree of consciousness then.
Okay, we'll call it a degree or whatever. Then, if our human consciousness is up here, then animal consciousness is down here.
But they're still conscious.
Okay, at completely different levels.
At different levels, but they're still conscious.
Okay, I mean,
which means we're all still animals.
Okay, I don't know if.
But by your definition, them being that amount of conscious, that makes them not animals. So that was your definition. What? Because you said consciousness separates it, and you said, yeah, those animals do have some level of consciousness, which means all of a sudden they're not animals now.
So if we're giving levels to them, then I think at our level...
all of a sudden they're not animals now because you gave them consciousness.
At our level is what makes us conscious, or that's what makes us
just ridiculous.
More than animals.
Let's just get back to the food thing because you're making me mad right now.
No.
You're making me really mad.
I think you're way off, man. I think you're way off.
You're way off, but we'll just agree to disagree. And everyone else listening is probably thinking you're an idiot, but that's okay.
No.
Food. So what else?
The chickens that turned into goo.
Yes. What I wanted to get into there was basically it just doesn't make sense how there's always food. You go to Chili's, Outback Steakhouse, if that's even a restaurant anymore, there's always food. And the food just keeps on coming. I mean, have you ever heard, other than like lettuce or tomatoes, have you ever heard of, we have a beef shortage?
A beef shortage?
Yeah, or we have a chicken shortage.
There has been times where like, well, I guess you're right. Vegetables are a little bit more because they're seasonal, I guess. But with animals, no, not
Never.
really.
They just keep pumping them out. So where are these factories?
They got to be pretty close to like the restaurants or wherever they're sending them. I mean, this to be fresh, but it's kind of strange to think that every major city has a big factory just outside of the city.
So hear me out.
Yes.
Hear me out. This is interesting. This is a thought that just came to me right now.
Wait, what?
This is a thought that just came to me right now.
Okay.
The thought that's coming right now is, what if we stopped that? What if we stopped farming animals? Okay? Just completely stopped farming cows, completely stopped farming chicken. I get it. You're shaking your head no. And
that's
I get
the
that.
beginning of the end.
What if we stop farming them, and basically the result would be that humans would basically in turn become almost 100% vegetarian.
The beginning of the end. I mean, by simply wanting, or at least proposing, to take guns away from Americans already leads people to do crazy things and think crazy things. Or even, not even that, let's something that's more neutral. The pandemic with the toilet paper.
Toilet paper, yeah.
And
well, that's just humans being stupid.
Okay, well, exactly. I'm just saying.
That's just humans having low IQs.
It would lead to, okay, yeah, let's say there's no more hamburgers out there, but it'll lead to something else like straws or poster paper tape. Like, it'll get to those extents where it has no correlation, and it'll be the beginning of the end without a doubt. And I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, I've been thinking about going vegetarian, but I mean, I feel like the only reason I do it is if I like there's like some really, really crazy health benefits that I need, like, you know, if I had some sort of like condition or like I really need to cut this, then I think I'd do it a lot easier. But the fact that I'm fairly healthy and, you know, able and mobile, then there's just no need for me to do it.
But do you think going vegan or going vegetarian, sorry, I didn't mean to say vegan, but do you think going vegetarian, I mean, okay, excuse my ignorance. I mean, yes. Do you know, if going vegetarian, would that also make you vegan? I don't even know the definition of a vegan, to be honest.
To a certain extent. But no. It
wouldn't. Just going straight vegetarian wouldn't make you vegan.
Oh, straight vegetarian? I believe it will. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I want to say it does. Because there's the fish one that's pescatarian or something like that. Something else. I believe no, you can't even eat fish. No. I don't know about the whole eggs. I don't know about the dairy though.
I feel like eggs. Eggs would be like a cornerstone in my diet.
Yeah.
If, you know, that was the case.
And then wouldn't you think like you start eating more eggs?
Yeah.
Like assuming like what you said, that scenario, cut off all kinds of meat. Mm-hmm. Dude, the amount of lettuce that go like that would run out, eggs, cheese, milk, other types of protein, like nuts. It'd be hard to find. It'd be really, really hard to find.
No, you're right. You're probably right.
It'd probably be like a domino effect, man, where you just don't even want to.
No, yeah, you're right.
You don't even want to know.
It was just a thought that literally came to me like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah. So,
I would eat so many eggs. I already eat a ton of eggs already.
Yeah.
Whenever I go to IHOP, when I do go to IHOP, it's pretty rare. I usually order 6 eggs. I love me some good eggs. Have you ever had a farm fresh egg?
Probably. I just don't think they're.
I mean, like literally, like, you know for a fact that egg came from an actual true farm that you would imagine a farm to be like from like the 1920s.
In Mexico, I'm sure I've had something like that.
Okay, I was curious.
Here, I mean, I don't really I'm not really a breakfast guy, honestly. So like, I don't know too many breakfast spots.
Okay.
But I'm sure if you went to like those fancier ones uptown, then I'm sure they have some options like that. But I don't know. I can't say.
You ever go to the grocery store? The grocery store.
Yeah.
If you're at the grocery store, and at the grocery store you got like, you know, the regular eggs, but then you have like these other eggs, and like this other egg, like on the actual carton, there's a QR code, and on really
on the eggshell.
No, the carton.
Oh.
There's a QR code, and it's like, hey, scan this code to see where these eggs came from. And you can scan the code and like supposedly like, you know, view the farm.
Yeah.
I just thought that's interesting, but I mean, I don't know how real that is. It may just be a marketing gimmick that just links you to a random farm somewhere in the U.S. But
it might be the actual farm, but I'm sure there's a lot you don't know about that farm.
Oh yeah, that behind closed doors, it's actually a 100% efficient slaughterhouse.
Speaking of this, what do you think about the whole the fresh foods aisle in your supermarket nearby, Safeway, Kroger, whatever you have, Walmart, the whole what's it called when it's like super fresh? Like,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That food, like when they have like foods that are just fresh, organic.
Okay.
What do you think about the whole organic aisles at your favorite supermarket?
What does organic even mean? I really have no idea.
I think it's like whether it's like meat, they feed them just grass, like good grass.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I don't
know about everything else.
I need to define organic real quick to see if your definition of organic is actually right.
Like grass-fed cows and stuff like that, or milk. There's organic milk and cheese and.
Oh, okay. Derived from living matter. Interesting. You know, that's funny. That's funny that we brought up organic because so. One thing that I also wanted to get into was about vegetables. I saw this article or listened to this other thing. I don't know what it was. But basically, it was this guy who said, how did, basically humans from like the 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever, from the past, right? That they basically, for the most part, are eating the exact same stuff that we are, except less processed, right? So less fast food, less processed. More of the stuff was cooked, but basically, I mean, it's cooked at a restaurant, right? So what's the deal? Why are humans more unhealthy now than they were back then?
I think it's like the ease of being able to eat all the time. Marketing as well. Advertisements.
Okay.
How cheap food is. I guess. I know hamburgers like back in McDonald's when they started up, they were like 50 cents, but inflation and whatever. So I think they might be cheaper now than they have ever been. You can literally, I've seen advertisements for like Burger King, whatever, for like 10 chicken nuggets for like $2. How?
Yeah. How is that possible?
How is that even possible?
How is it I think it's cheaper than that. I think it's like 10 for like a buck.
How?
Something crazy.
So I think that the ease of being able to obtain large amounts of food has never been easier.
So what this article said was that due to all the like chemicals that we put in, the ground or we spray, and it makes these like fruits and vegetables massive and huge, right? Makes them massive and huge, just huge size basically, to where it's like, oh wow, this is like
some steroids.
This is like some like four servings of tomatoes instead of 2.
Yeah.
The serving size is huge, but allegedly what this article was saying was that the chemicals that we're putting into these fruit or vegetables that are making them bigger are actually taking away the actual nutritious value. So you're eating a tomato, but a tomato nowadays has like half the nutritious value as a tomato back from the 50s of normal size.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like steroids for those people that work out and stuff. Like, yeah, you're probably bigger than you've ever been and double size of most people, but there's not much to it.
Exactly. It's empty.
Yeah.
Empty.
Huh. Interesting. That makes sense, man. That makes sense. Like I said, when you go to your supermarket, you see there's like the regular, avocado, and then there's that organic thing. Organic tends to be a little smaller.
Yeah, it does.
But so a lot of people, why not just get the bigger one? It's more avocado, isn't it? And some people may just like discount the nutritional value that we're talking about here and just go for the cheaper, bigger one instead of the smaller one. But then they're by weight, so it might be the same actually. But it is scary to think about all this food, man. Where it all comes from, how there's always a surplus of chicken patties, and is it even chicken or meat? I don't know, man. That's just scary.
See, I feel like this topic could go very, very deep.
Yeah.
If we just knew more about it.
Yeah.
If we weren't plebs. So that being said, I think we probably said as much as we could about it.
Yeah.
So another thing that I want to get into is censorship. What do you think about censorship?
Okay, how far? Are we talking like big Google, Facebook type of thing?
Exactly. Google, Facebook, whatever, all these entities. China. China's huge in censorship. China, you can't even look up Winnie the Pooh, because someone made a joke about what's the Chinese president's name?
Yeah.
Or president quote. Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
Is it Xi Jinping?
Something like that.
Yeah, it is Xi Jinping. Somebody made a comment about Xi Jinping saying that he looked like Winnie the Pooh. So he made it to where there's no results found if you look up Winnie the Pooh within China.
Oh man, we live in a strange age where there's a lot of misinformation. So like, if you could control the misinformation, would you? That's kind of the question.
I mean, they're already doing it. They're Operation Mockingbird, I think it was. Have you heard about that? Let me just make sure that that's the actual one before I start spewing out wrong things.
Is that NSA?
Operation Mockingbird. I want to say that's CIA.
Oh.
Operation. Let me look this up real quick. Mockingbird.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Censorship's a strange one because, yeah, of course, like if someone's like just putting out wrong information about a person or about a situation, and it leads enough people to believe it to where there's a movement against it or that person or that agency, that's just no good. You know, that's just detrimental to everybody. But and then there's this gray area of like, okay, was that actual misinformation or are they just trying to cover it up?
So basically, Operation Mockingbird was from the CIA.
Okay.
Back in the 70s, I want to say 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
About how they were giving news articles to news outlets, news agencies, ABC, CBS, I don't know, whatever news there was back in the 60s and 70s. CIA was giving them news articles and saying, hey, talk about this news story. And it was basically all fabricated from the CIA. Basically feeding the U.S. citizens just whatever news that they CIA wanted.
Do you know what it was?
I don't know. Okay. A majority of it was propaganda against Russia. But yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about it, man? You think it's good, bad? There's some good in it?
I think it's absolutely bad. I think it's 100% bad.
Okay, there's no good light at the end of the tunnel for it. No?
No, not at all.
Okay. It's just that there's a lot of ignorant plebs out there.
There are.
That will literally grab their favorite news artist, group, news channel, news outlet, and follow them to the depths of the ocean.
See, and that's the problem with these news outlets. Well, the problem with these news outlets, what I think, is that these news outlets, they're biased. 100%. Yeah, 100%. Like you look at any news outlet, and they all have some kind of bias towards one direction, or they're trying to push their own agenda.
Yes. They have their fan base. They have to feed them what they want to hear, and they go. Whether I thought about this not too long ago. Like the CEO of whatever news outlet might not even believe what his or her own news outlet is putting out. It's just for the check. Think about that.
Well, you look at. I'm not trying to get political.
Yeah.
But you look at CNN. They're more left leaning. You look at Fox News. They're more right leaning.
Yeah.
They all have their own agenda that they're trying to push.
Yes.
So I think 100% the people of those organizations believe in it.
The fans or the viewers? What do you mean?
No, the executives.
Oh, the employees. Okay.
Exactly. Of course it is about the bottom line. There are things about Fox News that I've listened to or seen or heard or watched that I'm like, wow, this is 100% blatant.
Yeah.
Pushed for like the right-sided agenda.
Yes.
And also vice versa for CNN.
Yeah.
I've watched and listened to CNN. Especially growing up, like whenever you're young, you just think CNN is like truth.
Yeah.
Right. But then the more older you get, the more wiser you become.
Sure. I hope you do, but yes.
Yeah, you just hear that CNN is just trying to push like a left-sided agenda.
Yes.
But yeah, censorship. I think it's really interesting, especially with Facebook. I don't think a lot of people realize how big Facebook is.
It's enormous. I mean, yeah, they have their hands into so many different.
I'm just
realms.
not talking about they own WhatsApp and they own Instagram. I'm talking about the actual business that Facebook is in.
Yes. Have you seen any of this new Meta stuff that they're gonna? I don't know if they're turning into it or they're just changing the name. I have no idea. I haven't looked at it. I'm not really interested. But it's scary, man. What if there's a identity of...
Dude, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just gotta say it. This second beer I just opened, that's for the first sip I just took. It tasted like cheese. Cheese ice cream.
I'll say like midway through the first one, I could really taste the whiskey. Not a bad flavor.
This tastes like straight cheese. This second one, I don't know if I got a bad one, But this tastes like straight cheese. Like I just drank some dang craft cheese.
I mean, it's cold, no?
It's cold. It's cold, but this tastes like some craft cheese. I'm a little disgusted. It even smells a little bit like cheese. I mean, maybe I got a bad one.
It might just be you, yeah.
Maybe I got a sour one or something. Oh, dude, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah. See, I can definitely taste the bourbon now, and it hits a little harder. Yeah, that much.
Oh, this tastes like cheese. I want you to try this.
I mean, I'm about to open my second one.
Dude, I want you to take a sip. I really implore you to take a sip.
I hope you're just exaggerating because
no, dude, that tastes like cheese.
Does it smell like cheese?
It kind of does smell like cheese.
It smells the same as mine.
Drink it.
Gotta see if there's a date.
Yeah.
Hold up, I didn't even taste it because I was imagining me tasting cheese and just wanting to spit it out.
Okay, yeah. I want to see if there's a date on this thing, dude.
That's just you.
There's no way.
It tastes regular to me.
There's
just
no
like
way.
I mean, you want to try my last swig?
I don't want to taste your spit water, bro.
Okay, because I was gonna say, I mean, this might actually be the right flavor, and you got the first one was just a little iffy.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Censorship.
Yeah, Facebook.
I'm scared that we're gonna get to a world where like Facebook has its own like government
they basically
identity.
Do. I mean, Facebook is so huge,
but I mean,
they're massive. They're massive. They got their hands, like you said, they got their hands in everything. They're basically selling. I'm pretty sure they were selling, user information.
Yeah.
To all these other agencies.
Yeah.
Basically, everything about everybody is basically has already been sold to all these advertisement companies and all these.
That's
other
scary,
companies.
man. That's scary. When I talk about something happened not too long ago, me and my friends were talking about like a phone case, maybe. Next thing you knew, on his Instagram, it was like some sort of advertisement for
What do you think about that? I mean, do you think that's real? I think that's real.
Oh, it's real. Oh, dude, 100%.
I think everything's listening.
It's stuff like I've never searched up in my life.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about like a show or something like that, and I saw advertising for Netflix.
Yeah.
It's like, what? That's real 100%.
Yeah.
And I think that there's like settings that we might have like allowed to go through. But that's
because
real
no one reads terms and conditions. Let's put it honest.
Yeah.
All right, let's just put it out there. No one.
And then if you don't say agree to it, you just can't use the app at all. So it's like
exactly, you're going to agree.
Exactly.
You're going to agree. I mean, it could have said that on the 11th time that you use it, they're gonna come to your house and kill your family.
And you said yes.
You said yes because you want to use the
Pinterest.
Yeah, Pinterest. You want to use Pinterest. But China. What do you think about China's censorship?
Look, man. With censorship, it's like okay. There is good in censorship. Okay, there's some good. Let me explain.
Like what?
Let me explain. Like for example, and we're talking about people with big followings. Like I said, like people with like a fan base that like they're dead. They die or ride or die or whatever.
Okay.
If this person or this group or this channel says, "Hey, you know what? Something just like completely wrong," but they get a following. It could be whatever, man. Like, hey, COVID makes your hair turn red if you get COVID, and people start believing it. It causes like harm, kind of like incite a riot type of thing, and it actually comes into fruition. Then in that case, I think that a company, an agency, a channel app should be like, okay, we're gonna delete these tweets, we're gonna delete this post. We don't want this out because it's actually causing harm to people. I think it's kind of hard to argue that's not okay to do.
Okay.
But it comes when it's like, okay, this Facebook does not agree with this political figure, so we're just going to delete his account or her account. Okay, that's like, okay, come on, man. Like, you can't, write the rules.
So give me an example of what you said was your first example of basically what you just said.
Give you an example?
Yeah, give me an example.
Oh, man, I don't have any right off the top of my head, but it would have to be something like that where, like, someone with a following, wishing harm. Hey, next time you guys see this person in the streets, spit in his face.
Okay, so this is off topic, or kind of off topic. Not really off topic. What do you think about Twitter? I mean, back when there was a President Trump.
Yes.
What do you think about Twitter suspending his Instagram account? Or not Instagram, his Twitter account.
He was tweeting something, though. He was tweeting something that was inciting some sort of...
Oh, was he? I mean, don't get me wrong. I do remember whenever he was tweeting about that, but I think he was actually suspended a few times actually before that. Because
they do like 3 strikes, you're out type of thing. So I think that they did that a couple for 24 hours or something for him, and then it got to the point where he's out. And I think it was for the riots that happened in the Capitol, no, in November 13th last year. It was something like that. We're gonna
I think
run.
That was one of them, but I think it was. Oh, dude, this tastes like cheese.
I haven't tried this one.
I'm disappointed. I don't know if just my tongue got weird or something.
That's just you.
Straight cheese.
It was something like that. Like November 13th, we're knocking down the house. Or something. Don't quote me on that. I'm paraphrasing, but like when it comes to that, dude, and like I'm saying, Donald Trump, out of all the world leaders of the time, had a following that would literally do anything, dude, for him. Yes. And that's where it gets dangerous. That's where I'm saying, okay, you know what? Maybe we should like just mute his tweet for a couple hours or a couple days. Mm-hmm. Of course, I would also believe like in the 3 strikes you're out type of thing. Like if you do that 3 times, and in each time there's things that are causing pain or damage to people or property, then you know what? We should just take it. And it's not much. You're just taking off a Twitter account. Like you probably don't really care about that much,
Yeah.
And that's where it starts too, though. But yeah.
Other thing is, and I pointed this out a few weeks ago to you.
Yeah.
Google.
Yes.
I stumbled upon it accidentally, but Google, how if you type in AR-15 into Google,
yes,
and you're under the shopping tab, nothing comes up.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. I think if you type in AR-15 with anything even after that, just AR-15 has to even just be in the search bar, nothing will come up. What do you think about that?
Ah, man. Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, that's wrong because it's legal to buy an AR-15. Mm-hmm. In most states, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. In every state actually. It's legal, but you have to abide by certain restrictions.
So that being said, it feels like something legal, like you like where to buy weed in Arizona. Then yeah, I kind of if that being filtered out, then that kind of makes sense. But
I mean, also handgun. You type in a handgun under Google Shopping, nothing comes up.
But when you put it on all, the websites come up, right?
Yeah, if you put it on all, it's there.
Okay, I mean, I think it's still wrong, but at least they're compromising. Like, if it was just completely blank, then that's something. But, I mean, maybe shopping is, I don't know what the tab is used for. I know you can buy stuff there, or be led to links that, or maybe they have, like, their own rules for their shopping tab. I don't know. Maybe, what if you put something like, I don't know, what else is kind of edgy? But not like completely illegal and horrendous.
I mean, I'm sure if like I'm gonna type in katana, see if you can get some katanas on Google Shopping.
Well, maybe because they're also like collectible.
Boom! So. I can see some katanas right here.
Yeah.
$161.
What about like a bow?
$1,500. A bow?
Yeah, something like that.
Surely.
Yeah.
Surely it would come up. A hunting bow.
Yeah, something like that.
A crossbow. Type in crossbow.
Okay.
I'm definitely yep. It came up.
Yeah.
Compound crossbows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like a smoke bomb?
Smoke grenade?
Grenade.
That would be interesting. They come up. See, they come up, and I'm pretty sure these come up because the airsoft industry.
Ah, okay.
And I came across this one website. And I'm not going to mention which website it was. But I came across this one website that they
don't pay us that much.
They were selling smoke grenades. But they were advertising them as like airsoft smoke grenades. But these were the real deal. These were the real deals. And I felt definitely compelled to buy one.
Yeah.
Just because, it just seems cool.
What do you mean real deal? What does that mean?
Like they were like the real deal smoke grenades.
Like it like 50-yard range diameter.
Massive. Like you pull the pin on the thing, toss it, there's like a mini little, explosion and boom, there's smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know there was a whole spectrum of smoke grenades, but
yeah, there's a spectrum. There's even like
maybe like military grade or something like that.
Well, supposedly these are better than military grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Supposedly they just have, a lot more smoke output.
I guess there could be a compromise that too much smoke might be bad, but
it could be.
Okay.
Could very well be, but I mean, I feel like if you're throwing a smoke grenade, you're trying to smoke that place out.
Okay, if it's like I'm sure I don't really want to get into smoke grenades, but I'm sure the military grade ones will smoke out like a hallway in 2 rooms.
Oh, for sure.
Like we're talking like out, outside.
I'm talking like outdoors.
Yeah.
But I mean, could you imagine, I don't know, an intruder breaks in your house, you just got your smoke grenade ready, just ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I better have some like night vision stuff, of course.
Yeah.
Or I know my house pretty well, so I'd be able to maneuver through it.
You just hear someone trying to break into the house, so you just put on your night vision goggles real quick.
Let's go.
Get out your thing.
Let's go.
Pop out your smoker as soon as you hear the door open.
Hell yeah. Those guys, those intruders will run out so fast. I mean, they better, man. If I was like a bank robber or something, or a house robber, and I saw a smoke grenade, I don't know the hallways like that. I'm gonna freaking run out. Like this guy knows where to, where to position.
Throw it up the wall, to where it just bounces exactly where you want it.
It hits my foot or something. I'm saying, ow! Like, yeah, I'm out. That guy knows too much. Yeah. Hey, cool. Where you guys at? I'm like, hell no, I'm out. He said, hey, come play. Hell no, I'm out.
You got some pretty eyes.
Hey, where'd you get those shoes, boy? I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. Yeah, what do you think of censorship? So you think that point I put across, like when it incites some sort of danger to other people or property, do you think that you kind of draw a line like, okay, you know what? You could give a warning, and then if they do it enough they're still causing pain or damage to other people, then in that case, we can, ban their account or... I mean, I think that's a pretty reasonable stance to put or to stand on. What do you think? You want to say yes so bad, but you want to find a reason to say no, though. I can just see it in your eyes. You guys can see that, right?
Look,
you're causing physical pain to people or property, like businesses and.
You're not causing physical pain
at these riots. If you
at the riots.
What do you mean?
But I mean, that's just psychological.
No. I'm talking like there was riots that were breaking into like restaurants or.
Look, if someone is that crazy to be a follower, then they just have some type of weird.
Where have you been the last
weird mind
decade? There's definitely people like that.
Yeah, there are people like that, and that they're just those are the weird people.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because obviously, if you're telling people to go do it, that there's some people out there that will do it.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. At that,
I want you all to hit subscribe.
Yeah, well, let's see if you guys obey plebs. At that extent, at that magnitude, do you agree that some sort of censorship is reasonable? But we're just talking about a website. We're not talking like the government coming to take your phone out or something. We're just this one channel to, hey, you know what? We're gonna give you 3 chances. That's the first one for the first ban. We're gonna discontinue your account for a day, and then it gets to the point where it's the third time.
Well, that's freedom of speech.
Well, it's an app that's a private company app.
A private company has the power to infringe on your rights.
To use their app, if you break their rules.
They have the power.
If you break their rules,
they have the power to infringe on your rights.
If you break their rules on their app.
Yeah.
If you come to a house and you spit on my...
But that's your constitution. Look, and I get that, and I get that is the way. But you're giving them more power than the Constitution.
Okay, but you can use the app if you want to or not. You don't have to. There's other ways to get your message across.
What if that's your choice, like your number one choice of platform to
but
put your message out there?
I'm not trying to defend them or defend censorship, but...
I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Sure. I get you. All I'm trying to get you to understand is that we're not talking about talk about you're not supposed to like Manchester United over City in this app. We're not talking about something like lighthearted like that. We're talking about like actual pain, damage to property or people by inciting some sort of riot. And if that comes into fruition in real life,
forget the riot.
Well, I mean that's what happened in 2020 November.
That's what happened, but forget the riot. I mean, that did happen.
The Proud Boys and whatever.
That is pretty bad.
Okay, so I'm saying if this great big following on this person's Twitter is doing exactly as they say, and it gets to a point where, like I said, they're causing pain and damage. Do you not think it's okay?
You mean causing physical pain?
Physical, I mean, even emotional. I mean,
emotional.
Okay, not emotional, because that can go anywhere.
It's 2021. Everyone gets offended.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah,
they're going to claim emotional pain.
I'll take that back. I'm just talking like actual physical. Hey, you know what? Discount Tire charged me way too much for. That's an example. It's never happened, but I'm just saying like they've charged me way too. They punctured my tire when I was not looking. Go break their windows, and I get like 1,000 retweets and 1,000 likes and whatever. Do you not think like, oh, you know what? Okay, first of all, something else happened.
Down?
Yeah,
down. Yeah. So something else happened?
Something else, there was, foul play maybe, and it's not because of the actual company. It's just something else happened, but he or she gets enough following, they actually break some windows at a discount tire. Do you not think like, you know what, this guy overstepped clearly? You're gonna get your first ban, and then if it keeps on happening, we're just gonna discontinue your account. Do you not think that's okay? Like,
no, I get it. Okay. I get it.
You haven't said yes. You haven't said it. I noticed that you're so hesitant right now. You're holding back.
Look, I'm just trying to be.
Yes, and I agree. If someone is just saying like, "Hey, man, if you see someone wearing blue, spit on them." Okay, that's super broad. That's super general. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking like emotional pain either. I'm not talking like I don't know, man. It could go anywhere with emotional, but I'm talking physical pain. How can you not agree? I'm so surprised you're hesitating this much.
Physical pain.
Yes.
I mean, look, I get physical pain. Yeah, look, but even at that, I get where you're coming from.
Okay, so you agree?
It's just at physical pain. If somebody else is telling you to kill somebody, mm-hmm. and you cause them physical pain, and you caused, or not you, but that person, killed somebody, caused them pain. Who's responsible? The killer or the person who told the person to kill the person?
So I think they're both culpable.
Yeah. To
what extent it varies, because that's an accessory to the crime, okay. Right? So, driving a car and during a bank robbery, you didn't steal anything, but you're driving the car, so you're still kind of assisting to the process of the crime. So yes, both culpable, right? Yeah. You heard what I said. Yeah. So, to a certain extent, yes, they are culpable.
Okay.
But
what?
To a different level, right? Of course, the person killing the person is going to get the harsher sentence.
Sure.
Or trial or whatever, and then the person just tweeting it or demanding it won't get as much, but of course there'll be repercussions.
Okay, this hypothetical.
Yes.
What if Jerry, we'll call him Jerry. What if Jerry, is having a bad day?
Yes.
Jerry pays Victor.
Yes.
To kill somebody.
Yes.
What do you think the sentences should be?
See, I don't know where they are right now for just murder and then accessory to more murder or
yeah. Okay, I'm just. What about for you? What do you think the sentence should be for both of them?
So it'd be different for sure.
Victor would be the killer, and Jerry was the one who said to kill them. Paid him.
Jerry would be, I think, 10 years.
10 years. 10 years to paying a bounty hunter.
To pay a bounty hunter.
Yeah. And what do you think the bounty hunter should get?
Yeah, 20, 25.
20 to 25.
30. What do you think?
I mean, he killed somebody. Why not death penalty?
Well, I'm not that sensitive on the death penalty either. Like, death penalty's got to be like,
there was a motive.
I'm sorry?
There was a motive. There was intent. It was planned out.
Yeah, but no, we can't be that loose on the death penalty either. I mean, what do you think? What would you say the minimum for death penalty is?
Kill somebody.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you kill somebody, surely.
With motive and intent.
I mean, yeah, for the most part.
You're driving drunk, you run a red light, you hit somebody crossing the sidewalk.
Death penalty.
Death penalty?
Death penalty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You,
Come on, give me some more.
Yeah. You, shoot.
Of course, each one is, thought about by, a credible judge. It's not just, boom, you kill somebody. I mean, it's not like, you're driving down some, highway.
You're work at a mechanic shop.
Okay.
And you incorrectly use the lift for a vehicle, and then your coworker gets down under there and it falls on him.
Kills him,
yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That I see. You just don't know if that was truly an accident or if he saw.
In this hypothetical, it was an accident. Like he forgot to latch something up or put it I don't know, something. Just yeah, they're best friends. They love each other. They're best friends.
Well, then it's not death penalty because it wasn't.
Okay.
He wasn't doing. At the time he was not doing anything illegal.
Yeah. Yeah.
The drunk driver hitting someone, he was doing something illegal. You're not allowed to drink and drive.
Yeah.
But in this case,
how long?
I would say It was purely accidental.
Yeah. Just like, he forgot to latch it on correctly or something, or batteries died that he was supposed to switch out or something like that. Not foul play, just a misunderstanding of...
That's tough. Because at the same time, I don't want to give him anything.
Mm.
Yeah, in one side, I don't want to give him anything, and on the other side, I want to give him something. I mean, not death penalty, but I want to give him something.
Okay, so it sounds like 5 to 10 years, something like that.
Not even 5 to 10 years. Not even that. But
Okay,
I feel like there's consequences for your actions.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think 5 to 10 years. That's basically...
So you're thinking like less than 5?
Well, let's put it this way. Life expectancy in the U.S. is about, I think it's 70 years for males and 75 for females.
Okay.
So if you put away someone for 10 years, you're putting away a seventh of their life.
Yeah.
For an accident.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That costs life.
At the cost of a life, that's right. But a whole seventh of someone's life.
I mean,
that's insane.
I'm surprised it's 70. I would think it's a little higher now, but
I mean,
might be
10th.
right. You might be right. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So
wait, is that even right?
No,
I mean, math-wise, is that even right?
10%, yeah. So 70, yeah. So you're
I'm
thinking...
not much of a math boy.
You're thinking 5 years?
I mean, I didn't want to give 5 years. Because I want to give like a year. Really, I really just want to give a year.
Yeah, so it's a little up. It's a little higher now for men, but yeah.
Oh, is it? Was it like 72?
They say 78.79
78?
78.
Wow. And what is it for females? Like 82?
Let's see.
No, give me a female. I bet it's higher. Guaranteed it's higher.
See, Google's whack, bro. The same answer came up.
All right. I mean, surely it's higher. Males get into more risky jobs like construction and whatnot.
Oh, wait. Now I see the one that you said.
Yeah.
Wait, hold there.
Expectancy.
Oh, no, it says 70. Wait, what? Oh, okay. 77 for men, 81 for female.
Okay.
Yeah. They said the global life expectancy at birth for women is 75, and for men is for 70.
See, I'm looking right now from the CDC, Central Disease Control. Life expectancy for males, 74 years.
Okay.
And females, 81.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay, so it's a little higher. But, yeah, so you said how many years for the men? For that, there was some miscalculation at the...
I don't know, but I really, I mean, at the end of the day, I only want to give this guy like 1 year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know. Even 1 year is too light. That's too light. I would say like 3 to 5.
Okay, so let's say you're a banker.
Okay.
And you do an accidental error. Somebody catches it, but you swear you did no wrong.
Okay.
Someone deposited $100,000 into their account.
Okay.
But on the computer, you only deposited $10,000.
Okay.
It's a lot of money lost.
You can't correct it.
You can't. I mean, everything points to you that you were the one who did it, but you swear you hit 100,000.
Okay.
What is your penalty?
Oh well, that's no penalty. I mean,
that's no penalty. You swear you did no wrong, and everybody knows that you were the one who did wrong.
Okay.
But basically, you put this guy through a year of headaches.
Yeah.
Because for a year he was 90 grand short.
Yeah. That depends on a lot of things. First of all, can it be corrected? Second of all, is there like some sort of like documentation that
it's not corrected for like a year to 2 years down the road?
Okay, then very little penalty, man.
That's insane. There's got to be some kind of
penalty. Court case takes like 5 years minimum anyway. So by the time the court cases happen,
okay, so he's not getting his money then for like 5 years.
Okay, let's not say 5 years. You said 1 to 2 years.
But I mean, you just said like a court case, and I mean,
it takes a long time.
He's the one taking them to court, so he's not getting his 90 grand for 5 to whatever years.
Maybe it's just like your jobs maybe like on frozen for the time being until it's resolved. What do you think?
So
like prison?
The mistake of this person
Okay, you're adding to the story now.
The mistake
You're saying this what if?
I'm just saying.
He's got to sell his house.
I'm not changing the story.
Okay.
I'm just saying this person who with 50 IQ, I don't know, goes, okay, 0. He puts in 10 grand. He or she puts in 10 grand instead of the 100 grand.
Yeah. Can it be resolved? Can it be corrected?
Yeah, after the case.
After the case.
Mind you, this guy's got to pay for lawyer fees.
It's got to be before the case, because if it's after the case, then...
This guy has to pay for lawyer fees.
That doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's time. The time wasted.
what matters is what happened, how did it happen,
you can't get back time. And this guy is down 90 grand. He's gonna be down more money from his lawyer fees, the court fees, and you're saying there's no punishment.
Very little punishment.
Very little punishment.
Your job's on hold. You're fired. Yeah. What do you think it should be then?
1, you're fired, and 2, the whole entity as a whole should be held accountable.
Yeah.
To what extent? Because I feel like you're just okay. They be held accountable.
I mean, it's kind of like the same answer. Basically, your jobs. You don't have your job anymore.
Okay.
And of course, the bank will.
What do you think the bank is going to owe you?
Oh, you the person that lost the $90?
What do you think the bank is going to owe the person who lost his 90 grand, had to take it to court case?
It depends what type of negligence came into play. Was it a misfire by the actual software that the
No, it was the guy just didn't hit the zero.
Yeah, he should be compensated
for what? How much?
Somehow. Let's say that the year was like the case was resolved in about 3 years.
You just said court cases are like at least 5 years.
Okay. You want to say 5 years? Okay, I just want to give you.
Say 5 years.
I think. So we lost 90 grand, or the bank lost 90 grand, or misplaced 90 grand.
Misplaced 90 grand, yeah.
It
was ultimately given back 5 to 6 years later.
Let's say 20 grand per year. Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's 100. That's 100 grand.
Wow.
So that's more than double than what he had lost, and he's got his own.
That is double. I mean, it's more than double, but at the same time, it's like, what about time? You're never gonna get time back.
Yeah, but you got 20 grand per. I mean, a lot of people can say they made 20 grand off nothing for doing nothing. Well,
headaches. You're causing this person stress.
Headaches, but yeah, what do you think?
I mean, technically, that's emotional stress.
Okay, 20 grand per year.
20 grand. You got to pay for the guy's time.
That's the price. I mean, some banks might be kind of stingy.
I'm getting heated. I'm getting heated, man.
What do you think it should be then? Don't tell me millions. Hell no.
I think it should be somewhere around $1 million.
No way.
I think it'd be somewhere around $1 million.
Banks are too stingy for that. No way. And they might not even have to compensate for anything, dude. Banks are freaking. They have money to go lower, and they could care less. I mean, honestly, they could be like, we'll pay your lawyer fees, and you're good. I mean, that's honestly what I'd expect a bank to do. Honestly, I think even anything more than 50 grand is very generous. Very generous.
Wow. I'm honestly astonished.
You don't agree that in this capitalistic world that we live in, these banks would be super stingy to release anything more than...
It's not about the bank, it's about the judge. The judge laying it down.
Oh, okay. That's a different question. That's a different story then. I'm just saying the banks would... I mean, they would give you nothing. They'd pay your lawyer fees, which might be like 10 grand or so. And that's it.
I think it'd be a lot more than that.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess it was...
5 years? You're paying a lot more than that.
It might be like 50 grand.
Something crazy. I mean, I don't know. I've never been in a court case.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe something like that. But yeah, I'd be surprised if they give you any more than 20 grand.
Yeah.
Oof. Well, how's your cheese beer going?
Oh, dude, it's cheesy.
It's still cheesy?
Absolutely. I'm struggling to put it down.
It's really the same flavor for me.
I'm pretty jealous because I remember the first one.
Want to try this one?
No, actually, you know what? I do want to try that one.
Yeah, I think that maybe the first one might have been the wrong one because these last two I've had are the same thing. Reminds you of your tongue. It's the same thing.
It's my tongue.
Yeah.
Tastes like cheese.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
It's your tongue, dude. Yeah.
I have no idea what happened.
I mean, it is 8.2%, so it's pretty high off the get-go, so it might be just kind of
I miss the flavor of the first beer. I really do, because it tasted good. It tasted real good, and I don't know what happened.
I will say is that my first two sips were not the same as the rest of the sips and where I'm at now. The first two sips really tasted more like beer. Now it tastes more like bourbon.
See, that's the weird thing, because in my whole first beer, I tasted the whiskey.
Okay, now it's beer?
And now it's
cheese.
No, now it's cheese. I don't even taste the beer. Like, I don't taste beer or bourbon. I taste straight cheese.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, what do you say, man? We wrap it up?
I think we wrap it up.
Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to episode 2.
Yes.
Where we covered from fast food to pillows to censorship and to lawyer fees.
I don't know. I don't even know how we got to that point, but yeah.
And it's funny how we transitioned too, because we literally, it might be from something you said or something I said.
And I feel like it's something related.
And then we're like, all right, stop right there. Now let's talk about that one word you just said right now, and then we just take it somewhere else. I like how that transitions there. Homo sapiens, consciousness, animals. Yes, we're all animals, but
he's wrong though. We are animals.
There's different levels to it, I guess.
He just admitted that he was wrong. He just said we're all animals.
No, I admit it. I'll be the first one to admit when I'm wrong.
Perfect.
I was wrong.
Perfect. I'm glad we're there.
Censorship. You should censor somebody that's
Man, you should be censored.
I have incited no pain. I give pleasure and love and happiness all corners of the world, like in Italy. Ciao.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Quick shout out. Like I said, the very first episode that we recorded, we did not have a logo. The logo I had for the YouTube channels was something It
was good. I liked it.
You liked it?
I actually liked it.
I don't know if you guys even saw that. I might post it up on just like a throwback on our Instagram channel, so go follow that if you want to see it. It's just something I conjured up in about like 10-15 minutes real quick on some software online. But since then, I had contacted a good friend of mine, Dana Martinez, and she was able to make I love this logo. I love the green. I love the.
She's been hustling. I gotta say, Dana's been hustling. Yeah. It's not going overlooked. Truly.
Yes. So shout out to her. She's got a couple more logos coming out for us for the YouTube channel and the watermark on the videos. So they'll be up pretty soon as soon as we get that. Shout out to them. Shout out to all the people that send us messages, text messages.
Yes. There are voice messages also on Spotify. If you look in the description. Yeah. There's a link to actually send us a voice message. Yeah. You can do it on your iPhone. Just click the link, and I'll direct you to the place. Just, press the record button, and boom, it'll go directly to us.
Yes, and we listen to all quick tips, recommendations.
We encourage it. We encourage it.
Everything, yes. So if you guys see that we're kind of slacking somewhere or we're doing really good at something else.
Don't worry. We're not going to get too big to where we'll never get back to it, because we will get back to it.
100%.
I monitor that thing like literally every 30 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. I actually had this friend of mine. He's in the military right now. I'm not sure where he's deployed, but he has his own podcast.
Interesting.
Yes. And he sent me a message saying, hey, man, I just listened to your podcast. I really like it, man. So good luck. He said the very first couple videos can be a little hassle trying to get all the software down, and trust me, it has been a hustle trying to get some. I don't know if you want to even mention it or not, but we had some malfunctions with some of the products that we had bought. We got that switched out today, as well as the audio that we use. So it's been a tug of war with technology in our
basically. Long story short, all the views, all the comments, all the listens, it really goes a long way. We really appreciate it. It trust me, it doesn't go overlooked.
100%. So yes, thank you for tuning in. This is episode 2 of Pleb Talk wrapping up. We have the Bourbon Barrel Ale, Kentucky Ale, that Shawn is very much struggling with.
I really liked the first beer. Like I said, I liked it. And the second beer, I don't know what happened. It tastes like cheese.
Interesting.
So, I don't know what happened. Maybe just my tongue just got weird.
You had to use pillows.
Yeah.
All right, that does it for us this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. You have a good night. Stretch, exercise, drink water, eat healthy, love your friends and family, appreciate them.
All right.
XOXO.
XOXO, Pleb Talk out.
Ciao.